morning grade 5. Welcome back to the English class. In the previous class, we learned the story of a remarkable friendship between a hippo and a tortoise. And we also saw a few exercises from the chapter. Today, we'll discuss the rest of the exercise. So today, we'll be starting with the grammar section. Then we'll discuss the listening section. Then we'll discuss the speaking exercise. Then the spelling, punctuation and writing exercise. So let's start with the grammar exercise. In the grammar exercise, you are given a question. Write these words in the correct word verbs. You are given a choice of words in a box there. And below that, you can see verbs are given to categorize the given words into proper nouns, common nouns, abstract nouns and collective nouns. So we have already learned what is a noun. A noun is a naming word, a name given to a person, place, thing, quality or idea. And we have seen the different types of nouns as well. A proper noun is the specific name given to something. A common noun is the common name or generic name given to something. An abstract noun is the name given to a quality or idea or something that we cannot see, hear, touch or taste or feel. And collective nouns are used to represent groups. So from the words given in the box, you have to identify which word is which type of noun and then fill in these verbs. For example, the first verb is to write the proper nouns from the list. So can you identify a proper noun from the given list? We can see the word Himalayas, which is the name of a mountain range. So the word Himalayas is an example of a proper noun. So in the word verb for proper nouns, you can write the word Himalayas. Now you have to identify the other proper nouns from the list and complete the verb. Now the next verb is to write common nouns from the list. Now the first word given there, writer. It is a common name, a common word that is used to refer to all the writers, not anyone specific. So the word writer is an example of a common noun. So you can write the word writer in the word verb for common nouns. Now the next one, abstract nouns. Can you identify an abstract noun from the list? See the word greed. The word greed is an example of an abstract noun and you have to identify the other abstract nouns from the list and complete the verb. And the next verb is to write collective nouns. Can you identify a collective noun from the group? See the word choir. It refers to a group of people like the church choir. It is an example of a collective noun. So you can write the word choir in the verb for writing collective nouns. Identify other collective nouns from the list and complete this verb also. So I hope you are clear with how to go about this exercise. Now the section B, it says, now make sentences with any two words from each category. So what you have to do here is that, now that you have classified all the words into the different types of nouns, you have to take two words from each category and make one sentence with each of the words. For example, from the proper nouns, I'm choosing the word Himalayas and using this word Himalayas, I'm writing a sentence here. The Himalayas save our country from the cold and dry winds of Central Asia. Now you can write this sentence or any other sentence you like and you have to choose one more word from among the proper nouns and make up a sentence and write here. Do the same for all the other categories of nouns. You have to choose two words and make one sentence each with each of the words. Clear? Shall we move on to the next section? Section C. Here the question reads, find 6 abstract nouns in this word grid. Write them in the blanks given on the next page. So here you can see a word grid. You have to identify 6 abstract nouns from this word grid. And once you have identified the 6 abstract nouns from the grid, you can write these words in the space provided in the next page. So this is what you should do for this exercise. Now coming to the next section, the listening exercise. Here, listen to the poem Autumn Birds by John Clare and fill in the blanks. I'll read out a poem to you. This is written by John Clare and it is called Autumn Birds. You have to listen very carefully and then you have to complete the sentences given here in this box. So all of you please listen carefully. The wild duck startles like a sudden thought and herons slow as if it might be caught. The flopping crows on weary wings go by and grey bird jackdaws noising as they fly. The crowds of starners whiz and hurry by and darken like a cloud the evening sky. The larks like thunder rise and soothe round, then drop and nestle in the stubble ground. The wild swan hurries height and noises loud, with white neck peering to the evening cloud. The very rooks to distant woods are gone, with lengths of tail the magpie winnows on. To neighboring tree and leaves the distant crow, while small birds nestle in the edge below. So that was Autumn Birds by John Clare. Hope you have listened carefully. If needed, you can replay this video to listen to the poem again. Then you can easily fill up the blanks given in these sentences. You can do this as an activity. Now the next section is the speaking exercise and this is about expressing opinion. What do you think are the qualities of a good friend? Talk about the importance of sharing, understanding and helping in strengthening the bond of friendship between two people. So who do you think a good friend is? Someone who cares, someone who shares, understands, listens, right? So whatever do you think are the qualities of a good friend, you can express your opinion here in this exercise. So you have to talk about, you have to speak about the importance, why we need to share, care, understand or listen to someone to be a good friend. You can talk about it, record it and send us through tapes. This is going to improve your speaking skills as you express your opinion. Now the next exercise is the spelling exercise and this is about correct spellings. Correct these spellings. So here you are given a few words. The spellings are not given correctly. You have to identify the spelling mistake and correct each word. You can use a dictionary for completing this exercise. The first word given here has the letters S-E-P-E-R-A-T-E. So here the spelling of separate is given incorrectly. So the correct spelling of the word separate is S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. So now we have corrected the spelling of the word separate. Similarly, you have to find out the correct spelling of the other words also given in the exercise and write in the space provided here in this textbook. Let's see the next part. The next exercise is the punctuation exercise and this is about compound adjectives. See, you have to hyphenate the compound adjectives and rewrite the sentences. See, what do you mean by a compound adjective? See, a combination of two or more words which are combined with a hyphen in between to act as an adjective. That is called a compound adjective. So here the first question reads, the new house in the block is 4 stories high. Can you identify a compound adjective in this sentence? See, the combination of words 4 stories. This is an example of a compound adjective. So you can rewrite this sentence as the new house in the block is 4 stories high with a hyphen in between the words 4 and stories. Hope this is clear to you. Similarly, you have to rewrite the other sentences also from the exercise. Now, the next section is the writing exercise and this is about writing an informal letter. Imagine that a park in your neighborhood is being converted into an amusement park. The park was home to many birds and you have fond memories of going bird watching with your family there. Write a letter to your friend describing your feelings of nostalgia and worry for the natural habitat of the birds which will now be destroyed. So what is the question about? You have to write an informal letter to your friend describing your feelings of nostalgia and worry about the natural habitat of birds which will be destroyed after the construction of a park in the neighborhood. So we have already seen the format for writing an informal letter. At the top left side of the paper, you should start the letter with the writer's or the sender's address. Below that should be the date, and after the date you should write the opening salutation, and it is followed by the body of the letter, and after the body of the letter you have to give the subscription, and after the subscription you have to write either the sender's name or signature. So this is how you should write an informal letter. So you have to imagine the situation mentioned in the question and write an informal letter to your friend. So children, I hope you are clear with this exercise also. So go through all the exercise and make sure you complete all the exercise in time. Once you have completed all the exercise, you have to submit your answers in Microsoft Teams. So children, we have come to the end of this chapter. I hope you are clear with the story as well as the exercise part. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.